Martin from the Philippines. We're here in Real Talk Lifeline. So let's get to it to this live today. What are we talking about today? It's about energy management versus time management. So before I start with the live, get into it. Happy Father's Day, a blessed Sunday to all. So people watching the live or the replay, feel free to share your comments in the comments down below if you have any lessons, personal experience when it comes to energy management or time management. So let's get to it. Why am I doing this live? I just learned a lesson, had this realization, and it was instead of worrying about time management, focus on energy management. So what does this mean? So back in the day, we already shared some quick tips on time management. I believe I did share, how to use your calendar app, your to-do list, productivity tips on that. So why is this topic of energy management hitting me? So I'll share this is something that I'm realizing from personal experience going through my life. As someone in their mid-30s, I guess I've been there at some areas when it came to school, graduating, getting a job, or doing work as a life insurance agent for the past 8 years. So why is energy management hitting me more? So yesterday, I'll just share it through my personal experience. Again, that's all I can share coming from my personal experience. People watching the live or the replay, feel free to share yours as well. I could see it, and I love and appreciate the support. So why is energy management very important instead of worrying about time management? So yesterday, I had a full day. I was supposed to go to this retreat and I was going to serve or facilitate there in Batangas. So that one, something happened and I'm still in coordination with the organizer. Instead, in the morning, I had to do some work. I went to Makati, the office. We had this recruitment festival, full day, very tiring. For me, very draining. So I did show up. Again, when you do your work, if you do have a deeper purpose, a deeper why of doing it, and it could be just your values. You value excellence, doing things properly like that. Or it's just you got that handled already. Even if you don't feel good about it, you could still get up and show up. That's a good thing when it comes to time management. So energy management I felt so drained later on in the day that energy management is a lesson I had to remember. So what is that? So getting up today, it can start as basic as physical. So before doing this live, even just eating, like getting your food in, or otherwise I wouldn't have the energy or be in a good headspace to do this live. After this, I'm going to be exercising. So this live is also added accountability for me as a reminder to do what I'm going to say I do. Next, after physical, is mental. So what is this? Doing this live partly helps me with my mental. It keeps me on track with my intention, my focus, and then doing what I need to do after. Then it bleeds down to emotional. So normally, people who know me very well, I already am in a very good emotional state just doing this live because I love doing this for Real Talk Lifeline. It's one of my passions, or in my mission, like in my dream board, it's part of my mission or deeper work for me to do in this world. So it goes from physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. You could say when you do your mission in life, your purpose, you are fulfilling your dharma, for those who believe that, like in the Hindu, the Sanskrit, spiritual texts. You are fulfilling your spiritual purpose or role in this world. So energy management, it fulfills all of those. It's not just like a work checklist that I have to do this, compliance, like that, I have to do this. The energy drains. Quick tips also for energy management is, I did it yesterday or in my other live, you could just change your environment. Sometimes if your home or your place, which is all good, you set it up the best way you can. If it starts to feel like a prison or drain, you could step outside. Now you say, Martin, you're about to do a workout. I don't want to lift heavy weights. I have a friend, he goes cycling, biking. and he goes 50 kilometers to Cavite and back. If you don't want to do that, all what I do sometimes is I just take a walk. It's a Sunday afternoon, 4:31 p.m., not too hot. I just take a walk for like 15 minutes, something like that. I start to feel better already. Energy management. And then you could do the heavier weights after, or the harder workout, or the harder work activity we have to do later. So energy management. The last tip I would give, why? It says, instead of worrying about time management, focus on energy management. The person I learned this from, she said this, she can do what someone would take 3 hours to do, she can do it in 1 hour because she handled the energy management down. She got more focus, ability to do that extended focus, and even in a shorter time with good energy. With good energy. So just like that. So energy management, it's something I'm learning that's actually more important than time management, or do both. Do a healthy combination of both, right? So people watching the live or the replay, to keep this short, I know it's Father's Day. Enjoy that. I see my cousin watching and he is a father. So happy Father's Day, Cheng. Again, if you have experience with energy management, you have tips, please feel free to share them below in the comments, in the chat. Also on time management, I'd love it. Everyone will just learn from each other. So thank you. I love you. And I will see you next time. You're welcome, cuz.